Welcome to another exciting episode of Cars with Big Boy Trev. We have an exciting show lined up for you, but first things first, the news. The age limit of second-hand vehicles imported into Kenya is set to drop from 8 to 5 years starting July. This will particularly affect vehicles whose engine capacity is more than 1500 cc. According to the Trade and Industry CS, individuals who want to purchase vehicles with a bigger engine capacity will now have to pay more than to acquire newer 5-year-old vehicles. He also said the age cap will also be on a reducing basis so that by the year 2022, only brand new vehicles will be allowed on our roads. The government is pushing for the manufacture of new vehicles in Kenya as they seek to achieve this with the introduction of the new law. Toyota unveils Invincible 50 limited edition Hilux. Toyota has unveiled a new Hilux derivative, the Hilux Invincible 50, celebrating half a century of Hilux nameplate. The Hilux has been Africa's best-selling model for decades, amassing over 1 million units in sub-Saharan Africa alone since its introduction in the late 60s. This year, Hilux has already sold over 30,500 units, which equates to 30% of the total Toyota sales for 2018-2019. This special edition has been engineered in partnership with Arctic Trucks, the Iceland-based specialist in extreme terrain driving. Despite it having all sorts of bells and whistles, the Invincible 50 matches the specification of the standard Hilux Invincible, a double-cab model powered by a turbo diesel engine with a 6-speed automatic transmission. For the first time, Toyota has loaded the Invincible 50 with high-tech kit, starting with Toyota's Safety Sense with pre-collision system, lane departure warning, road sign assist, cruise control, dust sensing headlights, and Toyota's touch-to-go multimedia system. Jaguar Land Rover opens plant in Slovakia. Britain's largest car maker has opened its state-of-the-art €1.4 billion manufacturing facility in Nitra, Slovakia. Jaguar Land Rover's investment in Nitra marks the latest step in the company's global expansion strategy, following the opening of its Chinese joint venture in 2014 and the Brazilian plant in 2016, supported by a contract manufacturing in India in 2011 and in Austria from 2017. The creation of new international factories allows Jaguar Land Rover to offer its customers even more exciting new models, protect it against currency fluctuations, and support a global competitive business. Hi guys, we're in the beautiful island of Corsica sampling the brand new Jaguar Ibis. This is a smaller brother to the F-Pace, which has been highly successful in sub-Saharan Africa. Question is, will it be as capable, as reliable, as comfortable, and give you better value than the rivals? Join me as I drive this car on-road and off-road and give you the lowdown of this brand new Ibis. So guys, step right in the E-Pace and you instantly recognize it's a Jaguar. Why? Because it has borrowed elements from the sporty F-Type and also similar elements from the XE, the XF and the F-Pace. And this particular car, the highlight of this center console is this 10-inch Touch Pro display, which literally gives you command of the vehicle. What am I talking about? You can control the climate control system, which is dual zone, so your passenger and yourself can have different temperatures. You can control navigation, which is very vital in Africa, and of course you can enjoy the beautiful music courtesy of this Meridian audio based system. I'm telling you, the sound on this thing is just mind-blowing. This is where drivers feel at home. The steering feels beefed up, and you can tell. And you have controls which control your telephone, cruise control, and of course you can actually adjust quite a number of things on this particular system. The instrument binnacle is also fully digital, so there's no more dials, the analog dials. This is fully digital, gives you all the readouts, and of course you have an advanced heads-up display that gives you the ability to actually concentrate on the road without taking your eyes from the instrument binnacle. This particular car sits 5 people comfortably. The front seats are well sculpted and give you the ability to drive this car on long haul and you won't feel quite tired. At the back you can sit with your kids as well and they're quite comfortable. Leg and headroom is actually very good, and of course Jaguar added that class and finesse by adding this full panoramic sunroof on this particular vehicle. How safe is this car? I can tell you for a fact that this particular car has 8 airbags all around, so you can feel protected in case of passive safety. And if you want to avoid an accident, then you can count on its active safety guideline, where you have your anti-lock braking system, you have your electronic stability control, and of course 4 disc brakes all around, just to ensure that you have peace of mind when you're driving the Jaguar. Question is, how fun is a Jaguar? We're going to find out as we head out to the road and find if this car is really indeed a Jaguar. On today's trivia challenge, when was the first Toyota Corolla built? Send us your answers on Cars with Big Boy Trev Twitter handles as seen below. Bikes play a critical role in the Kenyan economy. Goods and services are transported from point A to B using these modes of transport. Today on Cars with Big Boy Trev, we go to Yamaha, a brand that is known for many years. We're going to see what models are being built, made and sold in Kenya. Let's go. Hi Chief, how are you?
I'm good.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, Big Boy wants to buy a bike.
Okay.
So I've come to Yamaha, the home of bikes in Kenya. So I just wanted to find out what models are there.
Yes, karibu sana. These are the models we have.
Yes. Hi, Mr. Juma.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good.
I've come to visit your home.
Welcome.
I need you to show me what you have in store.
So we have quite a lot. If we look at this motorbike, this we call it the XTZ 125. The XTZ 125 is a trail bike.
Okay.
Now, what do we mean? How do you tell a trail bike? For example, the first thing when you're standing, you just need to look at the fender. And you can see the difference between the tire.
The huge gap, yes.
Yes, that gap. That is the first indication. Okay. Then you go to the suspension and the exhaust. That will tell you that this bike is supposed to be used on trail bike.
All right.
Yes.
Behind us?
Behind us, we have the Tri-City, quite some luxury model. Okay. Is Sure, please. Yes. Okay. So this is a 125cc, and it's very good, especially for town running and just doing your cruises as you watch the town. Next is our excellent and new street bike, very fast, 150cc. It's known as the FZ 150. It's very comfortable. One thing you will notice with our Yamaha bikes is this what we call the Bluco. Okay. And you will see it in many of those bikes. Yes. What does Bluco mean? Bluco is about environmental friendliness. In agriculture, you will notice this bike has very many accessories. Yes. And most of these accessories are to protect this bike from the rough usage that we will see it in the agricultural sector. Okay. Number one, when you're in the agricultural area, you need to carry something. You'll be carrying your tools, produce, a box of something. Yes. So you need a robust carrier. So this is a very robust carrier. The next bike, let's look at our YBR. YBR is very common with courier services. So this bike does actually about 30 kilometers per liter. Yes. Wow. So it's excellent in terms of fuel consumption.
So this can also be used as a nduthi, quote unquote.
You can use it for that, but we have a special bike for that.
Show me that.
Yes, please come. So our next bike is meant for taxi, what we commonly call boda bike. Yes.
Or in street slang, nduthi.
Nduthi, exactly. As you can see, the engine, Bluco, which means high fuel efficiency. Yes. This bike dials up to 70 kilometers per liter. Wow. 70 kilometers per liter. That so you can imagine.
If you want to buy a nduthi or a boda, 70 kilometers to the liter is just amazing. That's why you make your returns, and as you said. Yes. So what are the subtle features of this nduthi?
So this nduthi has been designed with the rider in mind and the comfort of the customer.
Okay. How much does it cost?
This bike is going for a very special price. Yes. Currently, we are selling this at 104,000 shillings. Okay. Yeah. that should be the best price in the market.
Guys, you've heard about it. This is amazing. This is in Nduthi. I think this is a very big economic factor promoter, because remember, Nduthi plays a big role in Kenya. Good services across towns and cities. That is something important. So guys, are you ready to see where these bikes are made? The surprise. We buy Kenya and build Kenya. Let's go to the factory and find out.